So lately, I've been watching a lot of wedding shows of my 9-year-old sister. We like to watch like crime shows. Or my favorite personally is Criminal Minds and The Mentalist. And but those have been some of them have been a little too much for her. Usually, she kind of likes that stuff and she understands like what's going on, but uh, she wanted something lighter. So we watched the Cooking Channel, the Food Network, and then recently we're watching wedding shows. And normally with the wedding shows, I'm like, I don't know, they don't really resonate with me because I'm like, the white dress, the sparkles, and all that. I'm like, it's not me. And also, I'm looking at them thinking, white was seen as purity, and most of you women, not saying all of them, are not exactly all that pure. So you don't have to wear white, and I don't like white on most people. I mean, it like especially it depending on your skin tone and everything, and like can whiten make you look like like dead almost or whatever. I usually like it maybe possibly on like more tan skin tones or darker, because sometimes unless it's like a really stark white and then it stands out way too much and looks strange. So usually like cream, like I've seen like some of these women wear like cream colored dresses and everything, which is nicer. I feel like it's softer and warmer and more inviting. And then I'm single. I don't even want to think about marriage. I'm only 24. My mom already had 2 kids by my age and everything. And I know a lot of my friends and people I went to high school with even that I didn't really talk to. I'll like see them on somebody's page and I was like, "You're married with kids?" I'm like, I'm not even close to that. But I still like to think about my wedding, if I ever have one. I mean, it's not like a necessity to me. It's not one of those things that I dream of. But I don't know. Maybe it's a girl thing. Because I remember being like 12 and thinking of the kids' names I wanted to have. I wanted to have like 12 kids at one time, and I wanted them all to have different names with mixed things from different pantheons from all over the world. And yeah, so um, but I was thinking, okay, my first thought was like, God, I'd love a jewel toned wedding. Like, I'd love to wear like a dark purple dress and have the colors of my wedding be like an emerald green, purple, black, and maybe silver accents or something. And then have this really dark, romantic wedding. Kind of like, not gothic-y, but, well, I guess all those dark colors kind of make it that way. But like, more, I don't know, like an Adams Family wedding kind of cool thing or something. I think it's kind of cool. I want something different. And then I was like, that'd be so expensive though, and it'd have to have like some glitz and glam to it if you use those kind of things, which isn't really me. I mean, it could be for my wedding. The one time in my life I'll be like extremely feminine or something. Um, so I was thinking like country wedding would be cool. Like I was thinking of like for some reason I was like New Orleans, and I could have like mason jar lanterns and have it be like southern kind of. My envision is the South kind of thing. I've never been there, so kind of country wedding, because the reason those two popped up before anything else is because I'm like, I'm not gonna find a heathen guy or whatever to marry. I live in San Diego. It took me years to find a heathen group here. They meet only once a month, and I've been missing it because I can't drive. So, um, I don't have any friends that are heathen nearby me. Most of these people live far away. I don't know them very well. And I've also had to work because I've missed some other meetings. I've only been to one, which was great though. Um, I didn't get to stay for very long because my dad took me, and he's very impatient. Well, I'm impatient as well. So when he was done eating, he's like, "It's time to go," you know. But I'm hoping to learn from them and everything too. So I started looking up Asatru wedding traditions, and I consider myself Norse influenced in this. I practice hoodoo. I've studied some Pennsylvania Dutch or whatever. I know it's not actually Dutch. It was like they took that from like Deutsch, which turned into like a Deitch and then Dutch, and yeah. Anyway, um, wedding traditions, and I'm like, these are really cool. It's like it's everything that I kind of thought it would be. I haven't really seen. I've never been to a wedding like that. Never been to a hand fasting or anything. I've read a little bit, but never really got into it because I had no intentions of getting married. I didn't know anybody that was getting hand fasted that I was going to go to their wedding. I know people in the community that were getting married, but anyway. Um, so there's a lot of things like giving the woman keys because she's the head of the household, giving the man a sword if there's an heirloom sword, especially if like passed down to the family or get one that he could pass down. Um, there's a hand fasting included and everything, and it was all stuff that I kind of like figured. So I was like, I wonder if that means like I've either been studying enough or that my idea of a wedding just kind of resonated already with those sort of things. So there's like they seemed right. And then I started looking at pictures of people doing Asatru weddings, and they're dressed in garb, and there's some of them were doing it in Iceland, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, this would be so perfect. But there's no, it's not like I'm going to go out of my way to make sure I find a heathen person to marry, you know. And a lot of the people that I've met that are heathen seem to be in the military, so they don't stay in San Diego for very long. They tend to get here, because I've talked about it in that group too. They're like, yeah, people come and go a lot because they're military a lot of the times. I'm like, makes sense. My family's wanted to move to Oregon for years though, so I could have possibly find somebody there. I'm not like on the hunt for anybody though. I'm kind of like being single because I don't have to shave my legs unless I'm working, and I don't feel like I have to make myself, I gotta look pretty, you gotta do this, blah blah blah. It's nice. So it's not like I'm intentionally not trying to meet anybody. It's just, yeah. And I'm definitely not looking for somebody so I can marry them. I thought I'd make this video talking about different weddings. Because I don't know, pagan weddings interest me. I remember when we went to the San Diego LGBT Pride, um, one of the covens I teach for, like my pagan family, the Circle of the Silver Veil, was there, and they were going to do hand fastings if you wanted one. And I think Karen of San Diego Pagan Pride was going to do them as well. I'm not sure. But they had like a little archway set up for it, and then there's this beautiful archway that somebody did with like tropical flowers and everything, which was fantastic. I wanted to like sit under it just to get a picture, pretend like I'm getting married or something, just so I could be by this that floral arrangement. But so I've read part of their little vows and everything that they had, and it was kind of cool. It made me kind of want to start making hand fasting cords, but I don't really believe in making something that I haven't used personally or made for somebody before that I've worked with, even though it's just kind of like braiding things together. I could just braid yarn and say it's a hand fasting cord, so it works just as well. You know what I mean? It's not like it's anything special. Well, it's special, but it's not like there's anything that you have to do for these cords. I know Lorraine, we call her Mama Gaia, she made hers in, one of them was just black and white, and one was I think black, white, and red. So that was like supposed to be a representation of the Maiden, Mother, and Crone. I believe she's Wiccan. I'm not sure exactly what she considers herself. I know that her patron goddess, her patron's whatever, is Gaia, so we call her Mama Gaia. And she's very much Earth Mama. Like she has that fantastic mama fertility, fantastic energy. I don't know how to explain it. Everybody loves her though for it. So you'd have to like catch her on camera or something so you guys can just like feel it radiating off of her. But anyway, I'd love to hear about if you've had a pagan wedding, or I've seen like one video. It's hard to hear what was going on. I've seen pictures of them before, but not too many because usually people aren't publicly sharing their wedding photos on different things, like all of it, like the whole ceremony. Usually just like close up of us happy, close up of our hands being, bound together. Nothing like where you can really see it moving along. I've seen the garbs and everything that they've worn, which has been cool. One woman wore all black and her husband did as well, which for me, I really like black. I feel like it's like not the void, but like something where you can draw everything from it. So it's kind of perfect for a wedding, in my opinion, because you're drawing everything out of it from there. Like you can draw love from it. It's like it's all the colors mixed together. So you want to draw love, or fertility, or whatever. You can pull it from that, and it's very I don't know. I like it, but I'd way prefer it over white, where it just feel like it's void of anything. Just a personal opinion, though. I mean, whatever, float your boat. So that's pretty much it. I didn't really say too much in this video. I feel like I ramble in most videos, but some people like that. And I know a couple people have made it clear that they don't like me rambling, but I didn't force them to watch the video. So, yeah, Asatru Weddings versus dark goth romantic weddings and old southern kind of type weddings. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like you see all these people getting married and they have all these different ideas. You're like, oh my god, that's so great. Other ones you're like, why did you have barbecue at your wedding? I mean, it works for some people, but if you're gonna have it on TV and stuff and your competition, because some of these wedding shows are like competing, I'm like, you don't have the local barbecue joint cater. If you're gonna be dressed in all white with a glitz glam outfit, it doesn't work. So anyway, thank you for watching my ramble on weddings. I should make another one where I go over some of the rites of marriage in Asatru. I know I was told Eric Wodening has a book. I'm pretty sure it's not called Rites of Marriage. Somebody said it was, but I'm pretty sure there's like, he just has a rites and rituals book. I don't remember the exact name. And I know there's the second volume of Our Troth has different rites and what in it as well. So if you're interested, you can pick up those books. I'm sure if you just go on Amazon, type in Eric Wodening or Our Troth, or anything like that, you will find plenty of information. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. Have a, well, I would say have a great night because it's night here, but have a great whatever time of day it is where you're watching this.